Guten Morgen.
Hello, everybody. Sledgehammer Games, what the fuck have you done?
Let's just take a look at this footage from the firing we recorded earlier.
What? What the fuck? You see that shit? That is the PPSH in Call of Duty World War II.
Why? Why would you make it shoot so bloody slow? Like, for those who don't know, the PPSH in past games, as well as in real life, fire like between 900 RPM and up. Like, it's a freaking bullet hose. That's its main claim to fame, is it shoots so bloody fast. Just blast through everything. Just dump an entire mag.
Its highest recorded rate of fire is 1200.
Yeah, and that's like, it's like what?
That's like the rate of fire of most, like, if you want to talk in video games perspective, that is the rate of fire of most, like, of the modern day, of some of the fastest firing rifles and submachine guns from Battlefield 4.
That's almost double what this thing is firing.
Yeah.
Like, this is ridiculous. Like, now, I always think, like, Daniel, you can't have a fucking fast firing bullet hose in Call of Duty World War II. That'd be too overpowered. Then why is the WAF firing at 900 RPM?
A gun that historically had a rate of fire of 500.
First of all, why the fuck is it called the WAF? WAF is just German for weapon. The gun was called the MP-28. Machine and Pistol 28. Machine Pistol 28.
That's the Weapon 28.
Not Weapon 28. That's such a weak-ass name.
Not to mention the fact it wasn't actually used that much in the World War.
Yeah, it was an SS gun. It was a cop gun. It was whatever wasn't the main frontline soldier would be throwing this gun.
Yeah, the frontline soldier weapons during World War II for the Nazis was the SVD semi-automatic rifle, the Kar-98 bolt action, the MP-40 submachine gun, which was probably one of the most mass-produced, like, automatic weapons they had.
Yeah, other countries made submachine guns too. The French submachine gun that was competing well.
The MG-42 light machine gun, which also got the dick in this game.
So many guns got fucking weirded out.
The fucking, like, the PPSH shoots slower than it should. The MG-42 shoots slower than it should. God, what the fuck else?
The bar shoots faster than it should. For
yeah,
some
the
reason.
bar shoots way faster than it should.
Okay, that gun actually in real life has a gas system that lets you change what the fire rate is, so it makes sense that they could change it, but why? We liked the slow bar. The slow bar was fun.
It fired slow but hit heavy.
Now it doesn't hit heavy and fires way too fast.
Yeah, it has high DPS, but not high damage.
Yeah, but the individual bullet damage is messed up, man. It's not my bar anymore.
Not only that, you'll see in this gameplay, Daniel using the dual Mausers. These guns are probably the fastest.
These guns are firing at like 1,000 RPM, and they're pistols.
Yeah, these things are equaling out the same rate of fire as like a modern day G18 or FAMAS. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And we can't, like, the whole world would just come to an end if my PPSH fired as fast as it used to.
Honestly, like, World at War, the PPSH in World at War sacrificed accuracy pretty much for moderate damage and high rate of fire.
If you play the WASP 28, you're basically playing what the PPSH used to be.
Yeah. But with, like, a smaller magazine, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Not to mention, the PPSH didn't always have a box, or did it have a box mag?
It had the stick mags and the drum mags, very extended mags.
In World at War multiplayer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what... Well, yeah, but, like, even when they brought it back in Black Ops 3 for multiplayer and zombies, they dumbed down the rate of fire a bit.
A bit.
But even when you pulled that trigger, all you heard was...
Yeah, it was still the fastest thing around. It was still a Sonic gun.
Yeah, it was the fastest firing submachine gun in the game.
But this is not. This is a dumpster fire.
Yeah, that's actually saying a lot with Black Ops 3 as well, because they had the Vesper.
Mm-hmm. This is a dumpster fire. Like,
major dumpster fire.
That's what comes to mind when I see this gun. Dumpster fire.
Yeah.
I don't use that term a lot, but I use it here because it's a dumpster fire.
What pisses me off even more is that the submachine guns at the moment in the game. Now we're probably being a bit too harsh. The game's still new. It's been out like nearly a week now.
But it was like this in the beta. We didn't ride on it in the beta because they knew they had time to change it, but they didn't change it.
Yeah, like our clan is like fucking pissed about this. Mm-hmm. And like part of the reason Ivan doesn't even want to buy this game is because of the PPSH.
Foul. Like,
yeah.
And I always think, what about rapid fire? It ups fire. It's attachment. Like, it'll work. It'll fix it.
No,
it doesn't fix it. that attachment in of itself is also a dumpster fire. It only ups the fire by like around 6%. 7%, which is significantly less than you can tell by looking at it.
At best, that would up your fire rate to like, if you're lucky, like 625.
Maybe even less than that.
That's just a rough estimate for me.
Like 1,000 RPM goes to like 1,100. Like that's teensy weensy bit more. Teensy weensy bit.
It's basically like saying 1,000 goes to 1,001 almost. Like, sort of like that. And not to mention, rapid fire has always been a broken attachment in almost every Call of Duty it's existed.
Back in World at War, it was underpowered because you had to switch out for stopping power, so no one wanted to do that. In Black Ops 1, it was overpowered because it was basically a free attack unless you that just straight up your DPS or something to compete with it.
And you all need to remember, the submachine guns in Black Ops 1 weren't that great. Like, the only real good submachine gun you could use in Black Ops 1, in my opinion, was the MP5K.
Yeah, okay. And for some reason, the AK-74U was an SMG in that game.
Yeah, which was very odd, especially since that doesn't even qualify.
But that's in the past. Yeah. That's in the past. And in the past, the PPSH was good. But now it's a completely different gun. Like they could literally just swap the skins around for the WAF 28 and the PPSH, and I'd be happy.
Yeah. Hell,
same recoil profile, same numbers, everything.
Even the campaign mission in Black Ops 1, where the PPSH made a one-time appearance in that game, shot faster than this.
Yeah, it hadn't changed a bit from the World at War counterpart.
It's literally like, the fact that...
Oh, also, play the game, the guy steals my guns and kills our entire team with it. Fucking walkie.
It's fucking ridiculous. But, like, the ridiculous thing about this is just the fact that you think this is okay for game balancing, but it isn't, because this isn't Call of Duty Black Ops 3 or Advanced Warfare where you can make up the weapons because it's the future. This is a gun that people who played the original games grew up with.
We already got numbers in real life, and those numbers are lining up perfectly with the balance you need to make.
Yeah. This is a gun that exists. This is a gun that exists historically, and if you're really going to fuck with history just for the sake of game balancing, it's ridiculous.
Do it a little bit smarter.
Yeah. Furthermore, another problem being, in the campaign, you gave the Germans PPSHs. Yeah. In Normandy!
Yeah, I get it. You gotta put the guns in somewhere. The Germans make the most sense because they actually fought the Russians. They would have captured some. But actually, why do I see a PPSH on the beach in Normandy before I see an MP40 or an MP28 or anything like that? Something they actually would use.
Yeah, the Russians weren't even that far into... By, like, 1944, the Russians were, like, I'm pretty sure just getting close to the border.
But their guns had crossed the border and fucking spawned everywhere.
Hell, the Nazis were assholes. They wouldn't have even used the PPSH. They literally would have looked at it and, like, not wanted to use it out of pride alone, despite the fact it did everything their submachine gun did, but better.
Certainly not numbers you see in the campaign, enough for sure.
Not to mention the bullet's bigger. So, that's the other thing. The PPSH should technically be doing a bit more damage.
It's weird. The 9mm tokograph is like it's a bottleneck cartridge, so it shoots faster, but it's like small bullet. It's weird.
Yeah, but like the submachine guns in this game just are pretty much fucking. Majority of the guns are broken in this game. Like the STG-44 shoots faster than the PPSH.
Yeah,
which is an automatic rifle.
The STG is more SMG than assault rifle.
Yeah,
like the bar is doing what the STG should be doing.
Yeah, the STG is
doing what the PPSH and all them should be doing.
It actually has a high damage. It still has its high damage profile too, because it's a rifle and it has a high rate of fire. It is essentially the FAMAS of this game, or the AEK from Battlefield in this game. It's ridiculous. And not to mention the fact that Thompson, like, okay, the Thompson and the Grease...
It's firing a 45 ACP, the same bullet as the Grease gun, but it's significantly less damage than the Grease gun. Like,
and
it's significantly. Like, I could dump a whole mag into somebody and they barely even flinch.
But that's the thing. It also shoots remarkably faster than the Grease gun. Because the Thompson, it did shoot fast.
Yeah, and those also have variable rate of fires in real life as well.
But it's fucking shooting faster than a PPSH! America was good at making guns back then, but they weren't that good. Come on. Will you quit sucking America's dick in this game? For God's sake.
I'll give it to you. The Sledgehammer, you made a good game. The game's fun. It's way better than any of those crazy Star Wars battle games you made.
Yeah.
But
it is significantly.
This is a travesty, and we will remember this.
Literally, like, your entire fan base rioted about this in the beta. Hell, they're still rioting about it now.
I'll be rioting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow morning, riot, burn some place.
Look, we understand that, like, like game code is probably difficult to just change, but fucking change it. Hell, you probably don't even need to change it. Just literally copy paste the stats from the WAF, the WAF,
and change its name, by the way.
Yeah, literally just swap the code on those two guns, and it would basically, that's how it would be.
Mm-hmm.
But then, how much you want to bet everyone starts complaining, oh no, now the PPSH is overpowered and the WAF is underpowered.
The PPSH is a strong gun. It's a good gun. It's just, it needs to be the fast fire. It needs its claim to fame.
And if you
it's like taking the venom out of a cobra. All you got's a belt.
If you really need to balance this gun out, if you really give it the high rate of fire, but if you really desperately need to balance it out that bad, knock down its like ADS accuracy.
It's always had damage problems, always had recoil problems, but it's never had a fire rate problem. Got 99 problems, but fire rate ain't one.
Literally, like,
now it's got 100 problems.
Literally, up its like recoil, like decrease its accuracy when hip fired, because that's what we have steady aim for.
Do what you did with the WAF, and do it to the PPSH.
This is the simple, out of all the things in this game, this is the one thing you need to fix, especially since you're very inconsistent with it. Like, it's good in zombies, too.
I could forgive the headquarter glitches. I could forgive all the other problem with this game. I could forgive the story inaccuracies, but I can't forgive this. This will not stand. No, sir.
It just, no.
Good day, sir.
Go direct.
I said good day!